Hi everyone, and welcome to my YouTube channel. So still on my Welsh adventures here, my 36 hours in the Ogwen Valley, and made it up to Afon Lloer. Amazing location. I've seen it many times on many different vlogs, but it's one I've always wanted to visit. There's multiple little falls here, and they're making for some amazing compositions like the one behind me here. Unfortunately though, the weather is absolutely fantastic, but the wind is really strong, so apologies if you're getting any noise or wind noise across on the mic, so really apologies about that. I'll try to protect it as much as possible, but yeah, for a location, absolutely stunning. I've made it sort of about halfway, a little bit more up the actual side of the mountain here. Pano is just over that way, but I'm going to stop here and just then work my way back down to my car, which is obviously down on the road, because there's so many compositions. It's absolute heaven here with the weather today, creating fantastic light on Trifan. Going to be an absolutely amazing shoot, so let's come along for the journey. Okay, so for my first composition, I hope you can hear me quite clearly. I've got the obviously lav mic in, but obviously the noise of the waterfalls, I do apologise if that's sort of interfering too much. But I've got my first composition set up here with the camera in vertical orientation, as I've got three different little falls with also the one in the background as well. And working out to be an absolutely amazing composition. I really enjoy this one. So I've got two exposures that I've taken. One of them is f11 ISO 100, and obviously adjusting the shutter speed to obviously calculate that. And then I've taken exactly the same composition but dialed in f22 for a slightly slower shutter speed, because what I want is kind of both combinations in the bag. I want the one with the actual water frozen, but also one with a little bit of movement as well. So when I go back to post-processing, I can obviously work out which one I prefer out of the two. I will show both though, because again, it's obviously people's preference. One likes it obviously with the water frozen, people like it with a little bit of movement in it as well. And unfortunately, because this is not a little bit further than my doorstep at home, I don't really fancy coming back and wishing that I've actually, I wish I would have got that image, or wish I would have taken it this way or that way. So hopefully trying to get multiple images of the same composition, and then hopefully when I get back home I'm more than happy. Not that I'm already happy as well. So working out, yeah, really good. So for my next composition here, come across another waterfall. There's a lot to choose from. However, this one's fantastic because it's got the black rocks in the middle, and because of that, I've got my circular polarizer on the front, and obviously using that to obviously cut out and bring out the darkness of the rock and really sort of emphasize that. So the settings I've got is f11 ISO 100, and obviously adjusting the shutter speed, but also taking a bracketed image as well, because obviously just having again that exposure's in the bag, just so when I go back to the computer and obviously work out what I'm actually going to do with it, I've actually got that information already there. So yeah, working out to be a really good location to come and shoot at. So I really do like how the cascade of the waterfall falls through this image here, and obviously as it's coming over the edge of the rock as well, making it obviously glisten in the bright sunshine that we're really lucky to have today. So yeah, really pleased with this composition again. So I've got an image set up here, looking out across to Trifan and using one of these streams that are coming obviously from the top, running down here with a lovely placed tree as well. Now, I've done two types of images. I've done a panorama. I don't know how many shots I've taken in total, but I'll post up how many I have. And I've obviously gone right across the whole vista so I can get the whole image in, which is working out really quite well. I've also bracketed those images and taken it at f11 ISO 100 and obviously about 125th of a second exposure, focusing on the middle, on the main sort of subject point, and then obviously just taking those images several times, making sure that I'm trying to get it as level as possible. I've then also just gone for one sort of straightforward vertical image as well, just so obviously again I've got that in the bag. Again, settings for that is f11 ISO 100 and adjusting the shutter speed for that one just to calculate it a little bit better. Again, bracketing as well, because obviously the dynamic range, we've got great sunshine today. I don't obviously use any ND filters or sliding ND filters, so yeah, obviously I've not got that ability to do that, but hopefully with the bracketed images work out really quite well. I've just got my final composition set up here as some of the streams are meandering and merging to create a lovely leading line through the actual image straight up to Trifan. So I've got the camera set up in landscape orientation, taking an image there, absolutely fantastic. Got it again set at f11, ISO 100, and obviously adjusting the shutter speed to obviously balance that composition and exposure. So working out really quite well. It's an absolute amazing location here. There's so many compositions to be had. I mean, I could spend a week here just going up and down the actual streams and obviously finding those leading lines, and the weather conditions within the valley as well will forever be changing, and yeah, obviously adding more and more to different types of images. So worked out to be a really good shoot today. So that concludes my vlog over here doing the Afon Lloer. It's absolutely amazing, as I've mentioned several times. So many compositions to be had. I could spend ages here, absolutely ages, particularly with these weather conditions that we're having today. Maybe because obviously it's so bright with the sunshine, several of the images will work better in black and white, but until obviously I get back to the computer and process them, yeah, you never know. But hopefully having several exposures as well with the bracketed images works out really quite well. If you have enjoyed it, please consider subscribing. If you have subscribed, please make sure you give it a thumbs up. Please also give me a comment as well, as obviously I do really enjoy the comments. And hopefully you're enjoying the vlogs that I'm doing together here in the Ogwen Valley in North Wales. But yeah, working out to be a really, really good trip now. Off to meet up with some fellow vloggers now, which is going to be a first for me, but one that I've really wanted to do. So yeah, hopefully that'll be good for next week. Thanks a lot for watching, and take care.